We got some huge news coming out of the AEW console game, AEW Fight Forever. We're gonna talk about roster size, and the current status of the game overall. Let's have some fun, let's go! AEW Fight Forever has a reveal event for May the 4th, which would be today as of this recording, but we're going to go through some of the news coming out of FightfulSelect, new reports regarding the game. This game has me incredibly excited. Let me know in the comments if you are excited for AEW Fight Forever. It's our first time getting an AEW game. We have the GM game for mobile, but this is going to be the first attempt at a console game. And there's been a lot involved with this game, and the parties involved from Geta, who worked on creating the old WWF No Mercy games that we loved, and Kenny Omega himself. According to FightfulSelect, we've heard Omega has gone, quote, above and beyond and stretched far to make sure he can be of help in any way possible to the game. And the time off from the ring has helped provide that. We've also been told that AEW music producer Mikey Rukus had to put in a ton of work for the game. These reports had come out previously that they're trying to do a ton when it comes to the music production side of it, making sure that we're getting crowd chants as well, the crowd noises from the AEW live crowd, and getting that sweet entrance music too. Fightful notes that Omega was a huge part of getting Geta on board, who was the director of WWF No Mercy. We're told by those involved that the push to get Geta was a very smart one, and that his contributions have been valuable. So if Geta's involved into it, it could be from a consulting side, just direction, art direction, things like that. But I love that if it has that polish, that feel of No Mercy, that little bit of detail, love, and care that we all remember. Now, the next bit of news has me very excited because we're talking about potential roster members that are all but confirmed, as well as the potential roster size of AEW Fight Forever. FightfulSelect notes that multiple sources have told them that the roster size sits around 50. And that there will be some unfortunate notable omissions in the first release of the video game. This is not unheard of. They have to have a cutoff point. They have to make sure that they're going to get as many stars captured and created for the game itself. And there's only so much you can do before you have to finally have a cutoff point. But there is some very good news in here. FightfulSelect continues. Bodyslam.net today revealed that Owen Hart is planned for the game. And a few other confirmed names we've heard along the way are Sting, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, Ruby Soho, which are to be expected. This is a much bigger cutoff than I would have anticipated. I really wasn't going to be sure if Danielson and Cole and Soho would make the cut. Those big names, Bryan Danielson, Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, baby, boom, they all made their AEW debut at All Out. This was in September of 2021, which is a healthy amount of time. If the cutoff point is right around there, I think that we're looking at a very strong roster. That would also mean the likes of, obviously, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley. We know Jungle Boy is in there. We know that Darby Allin is in the game. So you're gonna get the originals from AEW, and all the way up to the roster that we have seen all the way at All Out. Maybe a little bit more, but the latest stars that have come into the company, I think of your Keith Lee, your Tony Storm, they're likely not to make the cut. But there is still hope with this. There has been downloadable content pitched and discussed, but we don't have it confirmed as of yet. This is coming from FightfulSelect. There's a lot of online work to be done still, which is common at this stage for a game. Fightful continues and notes that we've been told there is still a lot of work to be done on polishing the game up, especially character models. We also know from Fightful's reporting that THQ Nordic has been involved in the development of the game. It doesn't mean that THQ Nordic is going to be the official publisher, although we could find out when AEW is going to give us their gameplay reveal. Or if they don't at this point, I would suspect that they do it shortly after. They need to lock that down, but according to the reports by Fightful, THQ Nordic has been at least involved in this. So the combination of THQ Nordic, who does a lot of really solid work in the video game industry, an Austrian video game company that has just like a really wide catalog of games, third-party games. THQ, for us growing up, THQ has always been that AA tier video game publisher, right? And published some of our favorites growing up as kids. So I'm happy to see THQ Nordic is involved in it at least. Geta being involved is incredible. And with Kenny Omega having all this time off, and seemingly he has been very hands-on trying to get this right, trying to get this video game out, this has me very hopeful for the game. We're still looking at a launch date and launch window of 2022. Nothing has been confirmed yet by AEW. We're supposed to find out more according to Kenny Omega. Once again, with the upcoming trailers, reveals that we're seeing, we should be looking at getting a rough window of when the game is going to get released. So what do you think about the roster size? Around 50 stars that we're going to get from AEW. Who do you want to see? Who do you think is going to be missing in the game? We're getting the addition of Owen Hart. Slam.net also confirmed the piece regarding Owen Hart. Quote, the production of unique and original Owen Hart merchandise, including specific retail goods, as well as the upcoming AEW console video game. Meaning we are going to get Owen Hart in this game with original attires, original music. That is fantastic. I love to see more legends in the game. It'll be cool to see what legends we do end up with this game, with the confirmations of Sting, Owen Hart. You gotta think Jake the Snake Roberts is in there, Arn Anderson. You start seeing a really cool balance of old and new. And there is the potential of DLC down the road, which has us excited. Hopefully they do something a little bit different than the tried and true method of downloadable content like we've seen with WWE 2K games. Let me know your thoughts. Stay tuned to the channel because we are going to have our full recap of the AEW Fight Forever reveal that we're going to see of 2 new stars. I'll recap everything for you on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next episode.